Good stuff as always. We're back underway with no time left to go. I mean, if I'm down on the stage in that Italian booth, I'm getting emotional before we kick off the second leg. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think if I'm Holland, Netherlands, there, I'm going, yeah, carry on playing the Italian messages. Take their attention away from the game. Get them focused on something else, maybe a little bit emotional, seeing that support come through. Let's see how Italy take that inspiration into their game.
Well, it's got to do one or two things. It'll either G them up or maybe take their focus ever so slightly off their task at hand. And I can guarantee you, if you do take a second away from this game, if you are Italian, in that booth right now, the Netherlands will punish you.
There's
no
one thing
changes as well.
Yeah. Emre and Levy, if you give them just half an inch, they will pounce. They will take it every single time. They are so clinical when they are in those positions. Italy have to remain focused, which so far, in the first 10 minutes, they've looked pretty calm.
This is Italy in the second leg of action. If you are just joining us, FIFAe Nations Cup semi-final. If you win this game, $150,000 guaranteed power shot. Sails up the bar after a nice deflection on its way through. Short corner, Thierry Henry recycled to the edge of the box. Mbappe into Ousmane Dembele. Now Jude Bellingham gets involved. It's nice, it's precise. For Italy, having to go back to potentially find another way out. The Italians, once again, with that one-touch passing in around the box. Ousmane Dembele into R9. His shot deflected. It will rebound. Offside.
Yeah, again, as Italy look to build up, they're happy to go back and recycle, work their way into that final third slowly. But then there's a moment. There's a time where they say, now, let's flick that switch. Let's go. Let's be quicker. Let's be direct. Looking to change that tempo and catch the Netherlands off guard to get into that 18-yard box, but just not got that extra clinicalness to try and take those defenders on.
Roussillon getting a lot of space here, cuts it back, and the Netherlands, inside the opening 20 minutes of leg number 2, will break the deadlock. It was all about the ball out wide. They gave him too much space. He went into it. One Frenchman to another. Thierry Henry puts the Netherlands 1-0 up.
The pitch just opened for Roussillon to drive into that space. Italy just didn't respect it. They didn't get out to that byline to say, no, you cannot go any further. The simple cutback and probably one of the most easiest finishes the Netherlands will have in this tournament.
And we saw what the Netherlands did against Morocco when they got a goal in the second leg. They put 5 past them. Will we start to see the Netherlands flex their muscles on the main stage?
You promised that the second leg would deliver and be better.
A Richard Bucky promise never doesn't happen. I always deliver.
And just like Roussillon there, he delivers it on a plate to Henry.
And they're in again. The Netherlands 2-0 in the space of 6 minutes. The space is opening up. The Italians look shell-shocked.
I cannot wait to see the highlight on that, to see where the defence went for Italy. It just opened up for the Mbappe to drive through, taking credit full to Netherlands. The ability to go in this moment, one of the biggest moments of their career. I want to ensure that I green time this, giving the keeper no chance. A brilliant finish. Netherlands looking on top.
The Italians with everything to do. Trailing 2-0. And it is a flash that they have been hit by. How do they recompose? By getting a goal back. R9 driving in the box, couple of step overs, good defensive work from the Dutch.
In that first leg, time and time again, we said how the Netherlands were looking to be so direct into their strikers. It paid off for them there in that second goal. And it's also how one goal changes your confidence. It changes your outlook on the game. It was cagey in that first leg. Neither team wanting to make a mistake, wanting to take the game to the opposition. The Netherlands now have said, right then, if you don't want to take that on you, Italy, we're going to do it ourselves and put ourselves in that commanding position.
A third, potentially, could be on a postcard for the Netherlands here. The way that they're knocking this ball around, the confidence is flowing. Got those two men on the screen, Levy and Emre. Getting to the byline, good tackle from Hakimi. They stopped it on that occasion. They didn't allow the Netherlands to have the byline.
No, looking to be more aggressive out there with a fullback, just to stop any player looking to drive into that area where, you know, as soon as you enter the penalty box, one bad tackle, one mistake, you're giving away a penalty. You have to be so careful. So stopping it out in that area before they even look to progress is the best way to defend it. We spoke about how Italy's running to get to this stage. They were mature. Showed something they haven't shown so far in this tournament as Ruslan comes through.
What they have shown is Ruslan a lot of space. And he has been the pinnacle and catalyst of everything the Netherlands have created here. It's all down that right-hand side.
It is, and in that first leg, because they were being so wanting to go through the middle in pretty much every attack, the Italians were the ones using their wing-backs exceptionally well. It has switched over now, and the Netherlands saying, we're going to push our wing-backs up. We're actually going to play the ball out to the wing to allow them to get into those dangerous areas.
As we are about to approach half-time here, the Netherlands will come forward once again. A third goal will be catastrophic for Italy. They don't even want to test fate as they launch it out of play. It's been a double from the Dutch, and let's get the thoughts of the guys on the couch.
Well, half-time, the Netherlands, again, we have to talk about it. It's very similar to what we saw yesterday, Mike, in some ways. Slow, cagey first leg, as you said rightly, and then second leg, they just become explosive.
They adjust the tempo, and you're seeing them put a little more pressure, they're a little more decisive. They just look a little more confident when you get into that final third. You see the overlapping runs. It makes all the difference, and it's putting Italy under a lot of pressure going into that second leg.
Let's have a look at the highlights
the second half of the second leg, excuse me.
What we've seen so far, you are right, still 45 minutes left to be played here for a comeback. Aggie, talk to me through the game, because suddenly the Netherlands just were able to find their feet just before the 20th minute mark.
Yeah, they're starting to find solutions, and we see it here, just Ruslan playing a huge part, just running down the wing and finding that driven pass into a simple tap-in, and that kick-started Netherlands. They started to get that confidence, and after a sloppy possession loss there from Italy, mistakes are punished at this stage of the competition, and the Netherlands are looking really solid.
And that one hurts, especially if you're an Italian fan. It's a bad giveaway. It's in the middle of the pitch. It was unnecessary, and it just makes the counterattack so easy for Netherlands. You gave them a gift. You provided for them, and now Italy's going to have to work extremely hard. And I expect tactical adjustments. I don't know that we'll see a substitution, but we will see additional pressure from the Italian team.
Yeah, there has been a substitution by the looks of it.
Curse of the commentator, as I do.
You called for it, and we got it. I mean, the one thing that I'm going to say here, I think it's the first time we've seen Danny Pitbull get subbed out. This is through group stage and knockouts. They've never been in a situation like this. 2 goals down with all to do. Back to the casters for this second half of the semi-final.
Thank you very much, guys. We are back underway in the second half. A personnel change. Alex, what do you read into it? They're just going to go for it.
They've got to go for it, and you mentioned plenty of times before, sometimes just switching up the roster that you have, bringing someone else in, where we see Kachi come in. It can just catch the opponents out. They've been so used to defending those two players. Kachi can offer something different, have different skill sets, and we'll see if it can provide for Italy.
When we were just watching that second goal back there on the couch, I know where the space came from. Frenkie de Jong went forward. They set him on the run. You lose possession when you send a player forward and you lose it. The entire middle of the park was open, and the Netherlands are having their way at this current moment against the Italians.
It was actually a similar story with the first goal as well.
What a pass. Is it? The keeper don't want it. Oh, it's Mixie at the back.
That was a ball. Breather now for Netherlands.
That exact pass they were doing time and time again yesterday in the Saudi Arabia match as well. Just outside, you send the player through the middle of the pitch, and he's too far away that you don't even clock him. And then you just play that through ball, the threaded through ball. Just opens up the entire pitch.
It's actually something that I didn't have in my game until we went over to Italy, commentated over the Serie A. I thought, what are they doing? How are they doing that? It's an excellent way to get in.
But time is of the essence as time is against the Italians. Trailing 2-0. Very fortunate to get the ball back there. The constant pressure will have to come in at some point.
The Netherlands are making it so difficult for Italy to even play out.
They've been annoying. They've been really annoying to play against.
They find themselves 2-0 up, and some teams will go, okay, yeah, we're going to look to be a little bit more defensive. We're not going to be too risky in that press. When they lose that ball, the double press that Emre Yilmaz and Levy have right now is what's giving them the freedom to move and play the game that they want to. It's making it so difficult for Italy to gather into the areas.
The player look is a moment of magic from the Netherlands. It opens up the entire pitch, and the Dutch are on their way to a FIFA E-Nations Cup Grand Final.
Again, that drive out on the wing, the simple driven pass into the middle for R9, and when you allow him to turn that easily inside the 18-yard box, there is only going to be one outcome. Netherlands 3 to the good. Italy have a mammoth of a task.
No Manu Bashar needed on this occasion.
For the first time, maybe?
You've got a player of that quality sat behind you, waiting in the wings. You see Danny Pitbull has been substituted. He will not be able to play the rest of this game. Even if we do go all the way to penalties, it's Katja and Oberon with the Italian E-Nations Cup future in the palm of their hands, quite literally. The Netherlands have just looked like a different beast in this second leg.
A different beast, and
defensively poor from Italy, would you say?
yes, on multiple occasions throughout this, we've seen them be so rigid in their performances. The game against Saudi Arabia, Israel, they're so difficult to break down. They moved as a unit. They haven't done this here. They've been super aggressive when they're switching to that centre-back. The Netherlands have just took it past the centre-back every time with their ability to drive with Ruslan out on the wing, whatever it may be. And whether it's a game plan that the Netherlands have come into saying, look, when you beat the wing-back and the centre-back comes over, be aggressive, drive, take your man on, trust yourself, and generate space like that.
And they're in behind again. The Netherlands just couldn't quite get in front of his man there. Space starting to open up. That's a lovely first time over the top through ball, but Paul Pogba can't quite shake off Milinkovic-Savic. Outrageous pass.
Yeah, lovely use of the outside of the boot there, and that through ball comes through once again.
That through ball just opening up the space. The power shot cancel. Oh, it's got to go. It's glorious to open up the space, but he just went to the near post, and that's where they predicted it.
For everyone at home, R9, chance. For everyone at home, you're probably wondering, why don't you go across goal? Why don't you shoot across goal? The Netherlands just had nerves of steel to say, we're not going to move our goalkeeper. That's what Italy were banking on there.
Yeah.
It's mind games. It's a 50-50. They're either going to move the goalkeeper or they're not. The Netherlands just stay. Whether it was intentional or not, it keeps them in that commanding position. What a challenge.
He's out of position, though, Milinkovic-Savic. He's getting a bit scrappy. It's Sunday League football at its finest on the biggest stage here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. But with only 14 minutes left, the Italians have to score, and they have to score now. Otherwise, the Dutch will be your first E-Nations Cup Grand Finalist. 2 appearances before. They got knocked out in the round of 16 last year. They got grouped in 2019. There will be a top 2 guaranteed placement, and that will be for Levy, a semi-final and a final at this year's 2 FIFA majors that he's participating in.
Levy stood there yesterday. He said it with chest. I want to go one step further. He doesn't want that heartache of a semi-final defeat again.
That is an unbelievable header, by the way. It's got a neck made of titanium. with 6-7 minutes remaining. There just seems to be too much to do for the Italians. Just talking about this second leg performance as we start to see the final few stages here playing out. It has been near perfect for the Netherlands in the second leg.
It has. And whether the first leg, we said that they went in at the end, 0-0. They were still in the game, both of these teams, as Italy come through.
It's too far. Just nothing's gone for Italy.
It hasn't. But Netherlands, they came out and they've just looked more free-flowing, more intuitive with the decisions that they wanted to do. They weren't giving it away anywhere near as much in this second leg. And what did that mean? It meant they were getting forward into the final third. They were happy to drive, happy to take their man on. But they weren't doing that in that first leg. As Italy come through, Mbappe, fancy footwork. It is going to be a chance for Pogba, and that is the story of this semi-final. Whenever Italy have got a chance, they've simply not taken it.
And there you have it, full time. The Netherlands with a comprehensive second leg performance to book their place in a grand final